Hello everybody, Goose Musket here. So here's a museum and my dad's gonna have his Air Force uniform displayed up here.
Okay.
That's an old voting machine.
Really?
That's the town hall. This is all the pictures. Take a look at this. Some of these pictures.
Town of West Union in Rexville, huh?
Yep. This right here was right behind. This was a dam. That was like a 12-foot high dam that broke in '36. Okay, it supplied that mill right there, that ground the corn meal, all that stuff there. Okay, that was a hotel that was right here in town. Okay, the grinding stone that went on this mill that this right here fed.
Right.
Okay.
Is this what the uniform is gonna go on?
Yep, that's where the uniform's going to go. I have another one coming, and Hornell Peebles is going out of business.
Okay.
So she's supposed to be getting me another one. The other one will be right here. That'll have a fireman's uniform.
Okay.
And so I want fireman, military. I
Yeah.
want to honor both. This over here is full. Look at this fireplace.
Oh yeah. Wow, that's old.
Yep. I got this map here, and it was really in pretty bad shape, so I built, put Luan on the back, built the frame, ordered this right here. You can't get a 4x8 sheet because it's 5 foot by 6 foot. So we made this up, put plexiglass on this to protect it all. This is the old baseball teams, Rexville Greenwood baseball teams.
Really?
This came out of the one-room schoolhouse where the town hall is now. This right here was the old one-room schoolhouse. That was the top of it. If you look up here, this was cut out before they let them tear it down. They took this out. We've had it in storage all this time. We've never had a museum.
Right.
We're displaying it. This was the bell from the schoolhouse. Okay.
Are you gonna paint in the letters again, or just
Oh
leave it the
no!
way it
Take
is?
everything.
Okay.
No, I got this here out of. I bought this right here out of Can Steel. The little town up there. What the heck's it called? The back way between Can Steel and Andover.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I can't think of the name either now.
That's an old sump pump. Back before you could use electric, it came in
This
here.
Yep.
It would come in, force it down through here. This would lift up this brass thing here, put pressure on it to pump it out. So it was a pressure thing. And so, you know Shannon Lewis?
Yeah.
John Lewis used to be, was his father. That's back in 1942, I think it is. It's one of the wars. That was his regiment. He's number 84. Wow. It'll probably tell the date there. Those were the two plane crashes in Rexville. And that's when the Catholic Church burned.
Oh wow.
I just kind of collecting things from all over.
When do you hope opening day to be?
September 21st.
September. Okay.
I have one other gentleman that's been helping me on it. We have one community day working bee, and we got about 30 guys to put the roof on and the handicap ramp out there. But with the exception of that, this here came from the Methodist Church.
Whoa.
And that right there was right across from the town hall. That's a picture of it.
Yeah.
It's got the big M on it. This is where the deacons would have sat in the front.
Okay.
That's the switchboard back when you used to. I'm sure he wouldn't ever know anything about this here, but this here was when somebody sat in there and would connect you. You talked to the operator, then she would connect you and point it into whichever one it is. I put this up here because I want to get something started. Anybody that has plaques of their years of playing, nobody wants them in their homes anymore.
Yeah.
If you want to display it, it's called planting a seed. Okay, you put it up here, people look at it and say, oh, I got a couple of them, would you like it? That'd be perfect. And so that's what I'm trying to do here. Those are all your records here, okay, of different things. Uncle Steve gave me this right here. This, you pull this here out, and I'm going to try to have everybody's name, last names, and then if you guys have genealogy, you want to add to it,
You can put something.
I
in
just
there.
go right up here to McCaffrey, and I break it down from Francis to Pat, breaks it down to his kids, and you go from there, okay? And so that's what I'm trying to do here. Everything is at the early stages.
Yeah.
I just took this over in January, and
Come along.
I got, oh my God. It's a lot of work. Over here, I have a gentleman over in Truxburg built me a miniature replica. That is the train sitting in the Rexville Depot. Okay? He built me a miniature replica of it. Here, this right here. Now, the train would have ran on coal. Okay? And
This
so
coal right
he
here?
always hauled the coal. I got this out of that track. Brian's kids, we
Yeah.
walked the track, we found some coal on the track, the old cinder track, which would be cinders.
Yeah.
And so I brought those down. This here would have been the size of the track that would have been on.
What?
And here's the size of the spikes. That would be for heavy duty trains, but this here was called a nip. And it ran from Canisteo to Ceres.
You think you're
And
ever
so-
gonna get like one of those hammers that they use to put the spikes in with, or those giant nails?
I've got the oil can, and I've got your fuels, your different fuel ones. The guy donated these right here to me, okay? And if I can find one of them hammers, by all means, it would be in here, okay? But just so you know, here's another tidbit of information. The white one on the end was strictly the communication line
Telegraph?
from the dispatcher to the trains. And if there was two, it meant it was a double track, okay? So you'd be having two different trains coming two different directions. And then these right here are all just your regular electric lines going back through and things like that. But this was the train as it sat in the Rexville. This here, if you look up here, Jay, it tells at 10:02 when it stopped in Rexville, when it stopped in Greenwood, okay? This is the train wall, as you can tell. Those right there would have been some of the lanterns they would have used.
Yeah.
And so this display isn't quite done. This tells everything about that train.
Okay.
Okay, and there'll be more information as it comes in here. I'm still working on that end of it. And so this your Uncle Terry brought up to me. Okay, and this is just things he just brought these to me Friday. I haven't had a chance to display them. Right there would be what your cows would go in, your old stanchions. You would have scrubbed your back in the day when you would have used a wringer washer.
Yeah.
You would have scrubbed your
Clothes and
clothes on
stuff.
that right there. There's an old game. That right there would have been for a straight razor to sharpen it.
Yeah.
I'm guessing this is an old vacuum.
This is an old vacuum cleaner.
I think they actually still sell those, actually.
Well,
Yep,
like-
but not that style.
Right.
Yep.
versions.
Mer-
Yeah, but like,
Your pulleys,
yeah.
your pipe wrench. That right there would have been when you go past your Amish and you see them like how they'll
Trash in their grain. and
yeah,
stuff.
they'll put it up in the shocks, it's called.
Yeah.
Okay, and then after you'd get there, you'd knock them oats off. That's what that would be.
Yeah.
I've got to put a rivet in there. Terry told me that the rivet was on me, and he didn't have a rivet. I said, I can handle that.
I'm kind of feeling a bit worried that the floorboards are gonna break. I know they're not, but
This is a
it
double
just
layered
feels
floor.
Like, yeah.
Oh, no.
It just
There
feels
is-
like they're gonna like break
Oh, God, no.
underneath
This is
me.
as solid can be.
Yeah.
But this, it was, well, it was so dirty. And so, but we did this with Murphy soap first, then that TSA, a special cleaner to get rid of the soap thing.
Right.
Then there's 2 layers of that Minwax on this right here also. We re-insulated the ceilings because there was no insulation in the ceilings. So after we put the tin roof on, we re-insulated, and then I put this here on because I didn't want sheetrock,
Right.
because with carrying things up through it, I didn't want no holes or anything. And I thought I wanted to keep everything with the look of old.
Yeah, actually, it still looks wood and everything.
Yeah,
So.
and so
Yeah, I mean,
that's
there's a
what that's all
crack.
about.
There's a crack right over there.
Yeah.
And so that, okay, if you don't know what this here is, this right here would be, it first started out with horses, okay? You'd back a jiggy cart, it was called. And, but this right here, you take,
Looks
if
like
you were gonna
something.
haul wood out with, logs, okay? You take them all, you drive them into the thing so you never have to wrap a chain around
Right
anything.
into the log.
You just wrap that right into the log. When you pull it out, you were never having to wear a chain out at all, okay?
Okay.
When you got to the end, you took your maul. It has a little angle on it. It hit just underneath that angle. They'll pop them right back out. You haven't hurt your log at all, and you haven't wasted anything. This is an ice hook, okay?
They have
And so you could actually,
Get
when
your
they
blocks
pick,
of ice.
Pick
Yeah.
ice.
and some people used them in later years also, like they were skid out light wood,
Right.
so they didn't have to drive anything in. Anything that was smaller, they made that style too. This is strictly for ice. That's the display as we've done so far. So I'm pretty proud of it. We started with nothing, and we we cleaned it
Yeah,
all
it looks
out.
awesome.
And like I say, now I want to honor the firemen and I want to honor the military as well as, your
Yeah.
older. I ran new electric up here to get this all done and put a new breaker panel in down here. And so,
What's this door for here?
absolutely
Just
nothing.
storage.
It was stored. It would have been a food pantry,
Okay.
but I took it out, cleaned everything out, and all I'll do is just have like little extra things in here and like
Okay.
my screwdriver here.
Here's my dad's uniform. We'll get a better look at it once it's on the
What you
mannequin.
need? Thing and so I don't dare help you because my hands are dirty.
Oh, he's got one that's just magnetic. That's why I thought maybe this was gonna be the same way. But,
Pretty.
yeah, this is what I wore at my retirement.
Oh, really?
I was
Nice.
like, I knew it's gonna be hot. I'm gonna
Yep.
be sweating, so I wanted a short sleeve shirt on.
Yep. Come back and you catch the mannequin part. Tip it up just a little bit. Right, no, now down. Catch half and half. Right there. But now zoom it in. But that way you can catch the whole thing.
All right, so now my dad's uniform is on display. It doesn't have the hat yet, but okay, that's not showing up at all. There's his name tag, I guess. It's kind of hard to see, but I don't know. There's another badge.
That's my function badge. It shows the
Do you have
aircraft
gloves?
maintenance. No.
Some more badges.
Alright.
And it's got the shoes
Perfect.
and the patches
I
on
think
the
it's a
shoulders.
tribute. I
Tie.
somebody
There it is.
walks the walk. It's nice to see them displayed and like